This is page 16, lightly row. I didn't do anything prior to page 16 in this book because it's really based on the Suzuki method. Learning that. So really to use this book, you need to know the notes and the rhythms pretty much already. And a Suzuki teacher would have taught you all that. Okay. I am not a certified Suzuki teacher, so I don't use the Suzuki method. All I'm going to do, in case you happen to have a Suzuki book, is I'm going to go through these pieces and try and talk about them and, play them slowly and encourage you to play them with me so you can make sure you got the right notes and rhythms and so forth. And that's pretty much it. So I'm assuming you know the names of the notes and you know what these symbols mean, although I'll talk about them occasionally. So if you don't, this isn't the method book for you. I recommend you go get one of the other method books because they will explain that stuff. If you can't get any of the other method books, then you need to watch some of the other YouTube videos that teach you how to read music. In lightly row, it's sort of easy in a way and it's sort of hard in a way because both hands are playing the same notes. The problem is the hands mirror each other. They're not the same, right? They mirror each other. So it's easier if we could play the same fingers at the same time. That's easy. That's not a problem. But when you start using, the notes are the same in each hand, then you're using different fingers, the ring finger and index or whatever it is. And that makes it a little bit more complicated. So in lightly row, you're using different fingers even though both hands are playing the same notes. I mean, they're just a couple octaves apart. In the first measure, you got G's, E's. Okay. Well, the middle fingers are playing together. That's not bad. But the G's has got a little finger and a thumb. Those aren't the same. It takes a little getting used to on that. So you may have to practice that. It will come. If you just keep doing it, you will get used to using different fingers and different keys. For this piece, it's in C major. There's no sharps or flats, so we're only dealing with white keys on the keyboard. And the hand position, in case you're wondering, is in C position. And how did I know that? Well, because I know everything now. I look at the first few notes, first measure or two, and I look at the finger numbers they're showing. That tells me where to put the hand. In the right hand, the first note's a G with a fifth finger, G. Next note's an E with third finger. So that's pretty much the hand position. Happens to be a C position. To start. Now the hands may not stay there, but that's to start. In the left hand, thumb is on G, third finger's on E, so that's the position. So that's my hand positions. Now I want to do this twice. There's something about this arrangement I'd like to point out, and that is the feel. We feel music as we play it. If you can't feel music, then you just about have a computer play it. Big deal. And a lot of that feel comes from the time signature. If you look at the time signature on this, it's an a la breve or a cut time. Hopefully you know what time signatures are and all that junk. But cut time is simply the same as 2/2 times, where you get 2 beats per measure and a half note is what you're beating, right? So you're beating half notes. Well, that gives a pulse of 2 pulses per measure. It's like a waltz, not a waltz. It's like a march is two because you're left, right, left, right. Well, that's sort of what this is. And so the feel in cut time is 2 beats per measure. So those quarter notes are and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. And to demonstrate a little bit with that feel, it's this. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Like so. That's cut time feel. I could go slower than that, but the feel is still that 2. Well, in 4/4 time, or common time, which would be the C without the line down the middle, you're feeling 4 pulses per measure because you're counting to 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. different than this. You can feel 2 pulses there. The time signature makes a difference. I've never seen lightly row in cut time before because the feel really is 4 beats per measure. However, this is what they've written and this is what we're going with. And when we play it together, we're going to do it in cut time. In fact, let's play it together now, okay? So I'm going to give us 4 counts, but I'm counting half notes. Now because the metronome is beating half notes, I slowed it down to 50 because there's 2 quarter notes to a half note. So it's like 1 and 2 and. Those are quarter notes. 1 and 2 and. So it's still going to move pretty good. So go ahead and put your hands in C position where we were up here. They're 2 octaves apart. Now let's play this together. Now again, listen to the notes. Make sure you're playing the same notes I'm playing at the same time I'm playing it. That's the whole reason for doing this. You don't need to just sit and listen to me play it. Ugh, boring. 1, 2, ready and go and.